Yo, what's up everybody, and in today's video we're going to be going over why this is the most controversial Fortnite season yet. So, what I've gathered is that this Fortnite season is very mixed opinions, because about all the competitive players, most of the competitive players are not really enjoying the season, but most of the casuals are enjoying the season. The reason is because of the meta is heavily revolved around the cars with the guns on them, which that just really makes it harder for professional players to play the game, because end games end up being full of people in cars spamming through your builds. And also the nitro fists, just being able to go get into your box, makes the game really unbalanced for competitive players and makes them not enjoy this game as much, which in turn will make which makes all the competitive players, who are some of the most popular streamers and content creators, not like the game, which will make content more dry throughout the season when it comes to like YouTube. But the casuals, which don't make up the most amount of the content creators, are more enjoying this game because they like how the meta is fun to just be driving around inside of a car for the whole entire game, which to them is considered fun. I mean, I understand how this game can be like completely centered towards one mode and rather than the other. But then another thing is that this game mode in like this whole entire season, it's made for the players that don't play builds. It's made for no builds due to the fact that there are cars, nitro fists, and everything. So also, no builds players tend to like this game in this new season more than a builds player, because the nitro fists, the nitro splashes, those are just like really, like, they just kind of ruin the builds mode due to the fact that you can just break through builds. And then the fact that during the solo cash cups, like the solo victory cash cup, no professional Fortnite player could win a game. No competitive player, as we know, made earnings, which basically means that it doesn't matter how good you are, it just matters on if you can get the cars, which to most of the competitive players will take away, the want to grind, because you don't even need to have skill to win these games. And another thing is that this map, this whole entire season, it was made for no builds players, not builds players, which in this credit to Polarize for this content, he's struggling right now because that's how the meta is. It's just really hard to play builds, and it's just really hard if you don't have a car to get a win, because they're just gonna be people running around with their cars. And then when I've been playing, it's been quite hard for me to like get kills and stuff and to do well inside the games, because I have to disengage whenever I see a car if I don't have a car, because it's just not, I just can't like fight. Now this season to me is quite mid, but I can see why people love it and I can see why people hate it. But it just kind of depends on if you're a competitive player or not, which kind of makes which will make a lot of people upset, because all the competitive players are upset with how Epic Games made this season and how bad it is for competitive, but then all the casuals like it because of how fun it is. So basically, that's basically why people are very mixed about the season. They have very mixed opinions due to the fact that literally this season is one of those seasons where where you either love this season or you hate it. So what I think is that this season is the most controversial season there has been so far that Fortnite's ever made, because of everything I've talked about inside this video. And thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. And have a great day everybody. Thanks for watching, and credit to Polarize for the gameplay. Goodbye.